I helped him to take it off his stuff from. Yeah, he living in a boathouse.
Okay,
So yeah.
cool. That sounds sweet. Um, so he lives in a boathouse and he's starting an Airbnb. Um,
Yes, very special place, and yeah,
yeah,
I want to rent his house actually.
yeah, that sounds like it'd be a good plan. That'd be
Hmm.
fun. Okay, cool. Um, can you explain now, what a boathouse
A
is?
boathouse, someone living in the boat, and in his house is especially not boat. His house doesn't have a motor.
So it's
So
just like a floating home.
yeah, floating home. So windy day is not good for his house.
Yeah, it sounds really interesting. I would love to see a picture. Um,
Yeah.
cool. Julieta, welcome to class. How's it going?
Hello, it's going well, thank you.
Nice. And what'd you do today?
Just studied.
You just studied?
hmm
Okay. Well, that sounds kind of fun. What were you studying today?
Drainage.
Drainage?
hmm
Nice. Okay. What were you
Pipes.
talking? Pipes?
Uh, Earthwork and pipes.
Okay. So like drainage in a hospital?
No, I have to do a project about a railway track, and
Okay.
my track will pass. The path of my track is through a wet area,
Okay.
so I need drainage.
Oh, nice. Well, that sounds that sounds like actually like a lot of fun. A lot of work, but a lot of fun. Awesome. And um, Evandro, how's it going?
Hi, teacher. Hi, everyone. I'm fine.
Okay, nice. Evandro, have I had you in class before? It might have been a while since I've seen you last.
One, I think.
Okay. Where are you from, Evandro?
I'm from Brazil.
Okay. And what do you like to do? What do you do for fun?
Yes, for fun. No,
Yeah,
no. I am engineer. Uh,
I'm
my job,
an engineer.
engineer, but it's not for fun.
Yeah, no, definitely
For
not.
fun.
What do you do?
So,
What do you do in your free time?
yeah, no. I prefer to chat with my friends, to take with my family, to travel, and to go to the restaurants and bars and many things. In
Bars?
general, meeting with people.
Okay. We would say going to bars and restaurants,
I'm
and that
so
kind of
I'm
thing.
sorry.
So instead of saying going to the bar and to the restaurant, we would say going to bars and restaurants generally. So not
Okay,
just one.
okay.
Um, okay, but good, yeah. And what else do we have? Um, Anna Carolina, how's it going?
Hi, Josh. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. And how's your day been so far?
I was working and I got home in time to
Good.
attend your class.
Okay. Good. I'm glad. Um, and how was work?
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. As long as there are no problems, it's always a better day. Um, Wilfredo, welcome to class. How's it going?
Hi, Yoshi. I'm well, thank you. What about you?
Doing really well, thanks. Um, Wilfredo, I don't believe I've had you in class either. Have I had you in
No,
class?
this is my first class.
Okay. Where are you from, Wilfredo?
I'm from Puerto Rico.
From Puerto Rico. Cool. And I guess what do you do for fun? What do you like to do?
Well, besides of studying, I'm working on my PhD. I try
Okay.
to go to the movies or maybe to the beach.
Nice. The movies and the beach are definitely good. What are you trying to get your PhD in?
Industrialization and psychology.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a cool PhD.
I hope so.
How? Yeah, one hopes, right? When do you graduate?
On May 2016.
Okay, so soon.
Yes.
Nice. Really exciting. Cool. Good to meet you. Mario, welcome to class as well. Mario, how's it going?
Very well, teacher. Thanks.
Okay, nice. Good to hear. And I have had you in class. Have I had you in class, Mario?
Yes, yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I don't recognize your picture. Yeah. And
Okay.
how's your day been? How's your day been today, Mario?
Today is a great day for me because I am in my small holiday or small vacation of my shop.
Okay, so you're taking a small or a small vacation from shop, from work.
Yes, of my work.
Cool. Nice. That's great. Yeah, always vacations are good. Hopefully you enjoy it. And also Rani, welcome to class, Rani. How's it going?
Hello. Hi, I'm good. How are
Hey,
you?
doing really well, thanks. And so, Rani, how was your day today?
My day was great. I went to hospital
Okay.
and
Are you?
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
just
Um,
yeah.
keep going. So
Oh
you.
yeah, I went to hospital today. Then doing some regular health check and
Okay.
yeah. So I'm yeah.
Okay. Nice. And one thing we would have had the article of so into the hospital today to do a regular health check. But
Okay. The
okay.
hospital.
Nice and good to see you. And I think that's everybody. Let's get started with today's class. And let's see. And let's have Fredo. Can you read the title in the next lines?
Sure. Business presentations. In today's lessons, we will learn new business vocabulary and business positions, talk about giving presentations, practice making business presentations.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Really good pronunciation. And maybe instead of this first question, let's have Wilfredo, can you ask Turkey the first question?
Turkey. Turkey, is that right?
Yes, I'm here. Okay.
Have you ever given a presentation at work? Did you enjoy it?
Unfortunately, no, because I'm a student.
And
Okay.
we've received a new question. What was the presentation about?
Okay.
What about at school, Turkey?
Okay, sometimes, but okay. Now, what should I do? I just read or what?
Well, could you answer the question? So, have you ever given a presentation at school? What was it about? Did you enjoy it? Yeah.
Yes, of course, because my bachelor's was in IT, information technology, and we do like a project, and we explain to the other students what project was and how we analyze that project, and yes, stuff like that.
Okay. And stuff like that. So, you have presented a project about IT stuff. Well, so I guess what was the project and what was the presentation like? Did you enjoy it?
Yes, a project about airlines company, and we trying to show the other student how we did that project.
Okay. Yeah. Project. I think I corrected right at the beginning. We would say the, so we'd have to say the project. We need another article right here. Can you think of an article, Turkey, that we would put here?
Article, okay. Okay, was about
And we've got the next word starts with another A. So we can say airline.
okay, okay, an airlines.
Yeah, an airlines company.
Yes, I always forget the articles. I have problem with the articles, and I
It's
always
okay.
forget that. Okay.
We'll definitely just work on it. We would use this in the past tense.
We are trying, and we okay. We
Just
were, because it's in the past.
You
We
could say
did.
we were trying. I would probably just use this in the simple past. So the verb is to try, and then
Tried, okay.
yeah, we tried.
We tried.
Show the other student plural. How would we make student plural?
Yes, students.
Yeah, students. How we did that project. Okay, good.
Okay.
Nice. And Turkey, can you ask Raul the next question?
What is something a boss can do to motivate his works?
And Raul, are you there?
Yes. Okay. A boss to motivate his workers, he can give example to the others, for example, and he can give 3 days if the worker work hard.
Okay, yeah, perfect. And let's look at the boss to motivate his workers. Give example. Hold on 1 second. Maybe he can motivate his workers. Maybe by maybe like by being an example.
Okay.
For the others, maybe.
Okay. Okay.
You can give 3 days if the worker. And this is third person, so we need an
Works.
Yeah.
Works, sorry.
You can give 3 days if the worker works hard. Okay. And questions on this page. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Okay. And let's read through these words, and let's have... Can you read the words? Sorry, Rani, are you there?
Sorry?
Can you read the title and the words?
Okay, sorry about it. The title, vocabulary. Read these words, ask about words you don't know. Diagram, handout, objective, key point, slide, projector, outline, visual aids.
Okay, visual aids is the only thing.
Visual
Maybe
aids.
Yeah.
Visual aids.
And does anybody have questions about any of these words?
What does mean handout, Joshua?
Okay, so what does mean handout? This question we need to reword. Can you think of another way to ask that question?
It's incorrect.
Yeah, it's incorrect as it is. We need to ask it in a different way, slightly. Same words, different order. How could you ask that? Can you think of it? Can you think of another way to ask that?
I don't know.
So think about it if you use the same words in a different order. So you could say, handout mean what does. So just rearrange the words. How could you ask it? Okay, or could anybody else help him out? Does anybody know how we could ask this question?
What does handout mean?
Yeah, good. What does handout mean? Thank you. Can you ask that question one more time? I'm not sure whose question it was, but whoever's question it was, can you ask it one more time? Okay, maybe not. So what does handout mean? Does anybody know what a handout is?
Yes, may I?
Mm-hmm.
It's a kind of a book, but not exactly a book. Something that is cheaper than a book. I don't know. Okay. It is, uh, you know, uh, it's sometimes given for free, and it provides information or advertise something.
Yeah. It provides information. So this definition that Turkey has given us is a piece of paper with information, which is given to people who are attending a lesson, meeting, or etc. And that would be a handout in this case. So yeah, so it could be a little booklet, it could be like a little flyer, just a piece of paper. Any other questions? Does anybody else have any other questions? Okay, well, let's go on to the next page then. Well, let's see if we can match them really quickly. Or maybe match a couple. Let's have now. Can you match what a diagram is?
Diagram is aids such as charts, slides, etc.
Those could be kind of like diagrams.
No.
Is there another one that might work?
Which one? Visual aids.
It's a diagram.
Graphic representation of a situation. It is?
Yeah,
No.
e.g., the result of an action.
No. Yeah.
That'd be, yeah, a diagram
Hmm.
would be the graphic representation of a situation. Good. And so, yeah, maybe those. Yeah, let's move on. Let's do one of these, and let's have Mario. Can you read through this first part of the introduction?
Sure, teacher. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for finding the time to come and join me for this presentation this afternoon. My name is Mario. I am retail consultant, and many of you will have seen my shadowing you and your jobs and looking through the accounts and so on in the company over the last week.
Okay, good. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can you repeat
Yes,
afternoon?
afternoon.
Yeah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Join.
Join.
Yeah. And then a retail. Retail.
Retail.
Yeah.
Retail.
Retail. Okay. And who can explain what you will have seen me shadowing you? What's that mean? Does anybody know? Anybody?
Shadowing is
Follow.
like following an employee and see everything that he's doing his work.
Huh. Seeing everything he's doing. Definitely. So following an employee to see what he's doing, to see if there's something that you can get him to do better. Yeah. Or just to learn from him. Could be shadowing. So yeah, just following an employee around. Any other questions? Does anybody else have any other questions here? Okay. And all right, let's have Julieta. Can you read the next paragraph?
I've invited you here today to have a look at my findings. First, I'd like to have a look at the performance of the company, the sales of the company over the last 3 years. Then I'd like to have a look at our market share in the women's wear market and look at our competitors. And thirdly, I'd like to suggest some improvements in our range of women's wear. At the end, I'd be happy to answer any of your questions.
Nice. The only small thing I saw was performance.
Performance.
Performance. Okay, really well done. And does anybody have any questions about this introduction? Okay. And so let's have Evandro. Can you read what's on this page?
Okay. Remember to welcome your audience, introduce your subject, outline the structure of your presentation, give instructions about questions.
Okay. And let's look at audience.
Audience.
And then
Audience.
subject.
Subject.
And structure.
Structure.
It's more of a structure. Structure.
Structure.
Perfect. Nicely done. And can you also read the directions at the top of the page?
Try your own. Take turns saying your own introduction for a presentation.
Good. Okay. And all right, let's start maybe with Ana Carolina, how would you give us the beginning of an introduction?
Okay. First of all, thank you. Thank you all for coming to my presentation. I'd like to begin by bringing up the main points that we are going to go over, and at the end I will give you the floor if you have any further questions.
Okay. Okay, good. That was a nice brief one. Bringing up the main points. Sounds good. Good grammar. Evandro, what's it mean, I will give you the floor? What's that mean, Evandro? Evandro?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You ask. I will give you the floor.
Yeah, what's that mean?
If I am, for example, if I am talking to you and talk to other people, some people ask me, "Oh, so in this from this moment, I will give you the floor, the space to talk to me, the question." How can I explain more exactly this? If I'm talking to everyone, for example, some people ask me in this moment, okay, I open a new space to listen, to hear the question. I open a space to other people talk to me.
Okay, so you're allowing other people space to talk to you?
Yes, it's the same,
Okay.
no?
Yeah. Other people have space to talk to you. Yeah, I wasn't.
If you are in a meeting to taking a presentation, for example, it's very common this situation.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're in a meeting, you can give or take the floor. Perfect.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wilfredo, do you think you could give your own introduction?
My introduction as a presenter or the subject?
Yeah. Yeah, if you're, giving an introduction as to a presentation, you can talk about the subject. Yeah, so you could do any of these things. So just.
Okay, well, hello everyone. My name is Wilfredo Licea. We will be talking about higher education degrees. First of all, we'll be talking about the benefit of studying a higher education degree, which is a bachelor degree, master degree, or even diplomas.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Yeah, maybe the last thing.
Instruction about question. Once I finish explaining every kind of degree you have the opportunity to obtain, you will have the opportunity to ask any question about it.
Nice. You have instead of saying you'll have the opportunity to ask a question about it, because it's a little bit vague, you're talking about multiple degrees, I might say you'll be able to ask questions.
About them?
About them, you could say. I don't think you'd want, because you could also say ask questions about my presentation, which would be singular. So ask questions about it, ask questions about them. You could make both work.
Okay.
I would just be less specific. You'll be able to ask questions. So they could ask questions about anything.
Thank you.
Yeah, really nice job though. Good grammar. You just speak really quickly, so I can't quite keep up with you, but that was good. All right, let's have one more. Turkey. Could you give us an introduction?
Okay. Like a presentation for anything. Okay. Okay, my name is Turkey. I'm the manager of the British Council Institute. Uh, this institute care about the students to learn English very well, and after that we guarantee 100% you will be speak fluently. Okay, we have many teachers coming from many parts of the world. All of them speak English fluently, and all of them native speakers, and they have good qualification, and they can teach you anything you want. And we have different classes, and every classes as maximum it's just 80 students or less than that, and you can have your time with your teacher, and you can ask anything you want. And also we have classes for preparing for IELTS and TOEFL exam if you want. Thank you.
Okay.
A lot of
Good.
mistakes.
No, it actually wasn't bad at all. We're missing a verb here.
Yes, that's usual. Okay.
So what verb is missing here in the highlighted part?
Okay, all of them are.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. They have good qualification.
Not just one qualification.
What? Okay, they have
Plural.
good qualifications.
Uh-huh.
And they can teach you anything.
We would say anything, yeah. There were some things that I did miss, but...
Okay, I made up all things, and yes, I don't know. I didn't realize.
Good. Each class has 8 students, maximum. But good. I think that sounded good. Nice. Good presentation. Good introduction. Well,
okay.
Let's have. Does anybody have any questions here? Okay, no questions. Let's do a little bit of reading. Raul, can you read the title and the first paragraph?
Yes. Presentations, body or context. If you have a look at this first graph, you can see that our sales topped 50 million the year before last. Then last year's sales dropped to 40 million with a slight recovery at the end of the financial year. However, this year sales have continued to drop to an all-time low of 30 million. Now let's look at our market share. As you can see, we have 25% of the market share, 10% down on last year.
Okay, nice. Nice reading. We've got a couple things. Let's look at topped. Yeah. Topped. And then we've also got dropped. And financial.
Financial.
Got a long I sound at the beginning, so financial.
Financial. Financial.
Yeah, financial. Perfect. Okay. There you go. And questions. Does anybody have any questions here on this first part? Okay. What's it mean, Raul? Our sales topped 50 million. What's that mean?
50 millions?
What does it mean that our sales topped 50 million? What does that mean?
The sales increased the last year. Has increased the last year.
Not quite. It means something else. So the year before last. So if we're looking at a timeline, I guess. So we've got
Yeah.
this year, and then you got last year, and then back here you've got the year before.
Okay.
Okay, and
Great.
okay, so yeah, our sales topped 50 million. Does anybody think they could explain that?
Achieving 50 million?
They reached 50 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, so our sales reached and slightly exceeded 50 million. So if we're going back here, we made a little over 50 million would be our sales top 50 million, if that makes sense. Yeah, and okay, what's a market share? Can anybody explain that? What a market share is?
Yes.
Yes. Well, the market share is the in the financial markets where are the companies sells his stocks to obtain financiation.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure. What? So like, maybe if we look like at a pie graph, you can talk more easily about like market shares. So if you've got, come on, I guess different companies. So you've got one company that has this section of the graph, and then another company that has a bigger section, and then you've got a different company. So it's like the percentage of the possible market that a company has would be its market share. So like we could say Apple has 50% of the market, which isn't true at all. And you could say like that Microsoft has another part of it. So it's like, yeah, the part of the cake, the part of like the consumer that you kind of own, you could say, would be a market share. And yeah, does anybody have any other questions here? It doesn't look like it, but let's have Rani. Can you read the next little paragraph?
Sorry, you mean me?
Yeah, Rani.
Yes. Okay. A good example of how important internal communications are is shown by some findings from research that we have recently undertaken. Good communications is a very key factor in staff motivations. If you look at this slide, you will see how important it is to get the basics in place. You need to identify your communication requirement, agree your objectives and the success criteria, identify your target audiences, define the content of your message, and determine the style of delivery. A good illustration of the communication process is when all those basics fall into place naturally.
Nicely done. That sounded really good. One thing was define the content.
Content. Define the content.
But other than that, you did a nice job with the corrections, like when you corrected objectives. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sounded good. And questions here. Some difficult words. Criteria. Can anybody explain criteria?
Like the standard, something like that.
One more time, can you repeat that? What is it?
Is that like a standard?
Yeah. like a standard. Yeah. So like a rule or a principle or standard. Yeah. The criteria, something that's necessary for something else. Criteria for success, or like what things that you need to ensure that you'll like be successful. If that makes sense. Any other questions?
Teacher,
Yes.
is it criteria plural or singular?
Criteria. I think criterion
Mm-hmm.
would be plural. But I'm not really I think you can. Criteria works as plural, so I would use just criteria. Any other questions? Okay. So these are really good things if you're giving a presentation. A good illustration of, if you look at the slide, a key factor. Those are all useful phrases. Let's go on. I guess we can use this if you want to use an example. Let's try to cut these. Next up. Okay, and let's try this. And let's have, now, can you read the title?
Presentations, body or content. Use the pictures to make your own. Remember? Oh.
You don't have to read this. These are just some useful phrases. Those are the ones that we've read previously. So do you think you could try to make a presentation?
This graph is just images. I mean,
Yeah,
I
you can't see anything. It doesn't. You can make up the things. You can just talk about the colors, and if you want, you can make it a little bit bigger. But it's not. It's not really necessary. So yeah.
Yeah. As you can no, my company established since 1994. As you can see, our how to say, our income is slightly up. Oh, my company's market share's color is black. So I will make some new project on 2016, and yeah. I'd like to hear your opinion after my presentation.
Okay. Good. It's a really hard thing to do, to come up with just information. So don't feel bad. My company's theirs. Maybe, so just to make this like a complete sentence, because you've got like a clause here that would mean you could talk about something else. What's another way that you could say this that would make it a complete sentence?
My company was started.
You could say that. You could say established too. My company was started.
Started 1994.
A preposition.
On, at.
There's an I.
In
1994. As you can see, our income is slightly up. My company's market share. My company's market share's color is black. Yeah, that actually works. Sounds a little bit awkward, but it's good. I'll make up some new project. Okay, yeah, that's good. Nice.
I didn't have
Mario,
it.
that's okay. Mario, do you think you could try to give us a presentation, like to the body of a presentation?
Me, teacher?
Yeah.
Okay. I try. Mm. If you look at this graph, you can see how the sales drop around the 10% between 2000 and 2010.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, we need to improve or spend more money and developing knowledge of people or improve or department of sales.
Sorry. As you can see, we need to spend more
Sales.
money in the sales department.
Yes. A good example of is all competition improve or earns or ganancial more than 20%.
Okay, a good example of our competition.
is
Sorry.
is improve or money more than 10%, for example.
Oof.
Or
I'm not.
competition.
I'm a little bit confused. I'm sorry.
Yes, or a good example of all competition earn more money uh, the the last year. Okay.
Okay. We need to change your earn a little bit.
Earn more money and
Say earning.
earning more money. Okay.
A good example of our competition earning more money last year. Maybe can be seen in this graph. Yeah, you need something else there. Okay. Okay. Does anybody have any questions here? Okay, maybe let's try one more. Do 3 like last time. Julieta, can you give us a little presentation? And do you want this or not?
I don't want it.
Nice. Okay.
I gave you 3 pages of handouts and handouts of 3 pages, and as you can see there, we are going to buy a fleet of 5 trucks because we want to improve our delivery service, and we want to how can I say, we want to gain the old market. We want to
Like improve our market share?
Okay, improve our market share.
Okay. That sounded good. Really nice. And okay, I didn't think anybody had any questions before. Does anybody have any questions now? Okay. So this would be hints for concluding. I guess we can talk. Giulietta, can you ask Evandro the first question?
Yes.
Oh,
Have you ever?
sorry. Giulietta's gonna ask you, Evandro. Evandro, you're gonna answer.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
Have you ever given a presentation? What was it about?
Yes, sometimes I had presented some presentation about our company, my company. Uh, each presentation is improve yourself to uh, to better yourself for next presentation. You are always improving yourself. It's a good way to improve yourself. Is the act to practice uh, as you can.
As much.
We need as much you can. Yes, we needed to take our fear to take a presentation. It's good for us. It's very good. Certainly, certainly. If you practice always, we will forget this fear.
Okay, if you always practice, you will forget this fear.
Forget.
We need to overcome our fear of
Yeah,
giving,
we need to overcome our fears
of giving presentations. You need to practice as much as you can.
as much as you can.
We need an article in front of next presentation.
Each presentation is improve, you know. Each presentation it's a way to improve ourselves for the next presentation.
Good. Okay, maybe I have had to give some presentations, not about my company. Would use a different preposition. Starts with the F.
For my company.
Yeah, for my company. Good.
I think yeah, I put about it, but for is more usual.
Yeah, so you're giving a presentation about your company. You're telling people outside of your company what your company is about. So that's giving a presentation about your company. So my company does this and this and that. Uh, you give a presentation for your company, for the work that you do. Yeah. Evandro, can you ask Turkey the next question?
Hi, Turk. What do you think is the most important thing to remember when you are giving a presentation?
Okay, what do you think is the most important thing to remember when you are giving a present? I think it's the preparation to prepare what you will say to the people who come maybe from far away from you to see your presentation, and I think you should care about the people because they maybe you don't know what their circumstances and something like that, and yes, you should care about them, and I think you should well prepare for the presentation.
You should
And
prepare well.
yes, and you should know what you are talking about, because maybe some a question coming from other different people, maybe you will trying to embarrass you in some cases. And yes, just to speak what do you believe in and what you know about.
Nice. Okay. Yes. Talk about what you believe and know. And be prepared. Good. I think that sounded good. We are out of time. I do have another class right after this. If you guys want to join, I would love to have you all. Thanks again for coming around. And yeah, have a really good day.
Thank you.